Hello everyone. So for today's video, we will have our tutorial on solving quadratic equations. For our most essential learning competency, we have solving quadratic equations using the appropriate method. So we have four methods. First, extracting square roots. Second, factoring. Third, completing the square. For the fourth one, we have quadratic formula. Let us first discuss what is extracting square roots. So when you solve a quadratic equations, we always arrive at the values of x. So ang tawag po natin sa mga values ng x na yun, solutions or roots. So the forms of quadratic equations na ginagamitan natin ng extracting square roots ay ax squared plus c equals 0. Kung mapapansin ninyo, wala tayong linear term dito which is yung dx. Kaya nga, is equal to 0. So, when we apply extracting square roots, dapat ang form niya is ax squared equals c. As you can see, yung ating value ng constant, inilipat na siya papunta doon sa kanan. So, yun namang isa, yung x squared equals c, we have 1 as our numerical coefficient para dun sa x squared. Pero parehas lang sila nitong ax squared equals c. So, c will always be the non-negative real number. So, for our properties in applying extract square roots, we have 3. So, sa una, kung ang c daw ay greater than 0, ibig sabihin, these are the positive numbers. Yun daw x squared equals c ay may dalawang real na solutions or roots. At ang ating ipa-follow na format pag ating isinolve ay x equals positive negative square root of c. Pagka naman daw siya ay equal sa 0, ibig sabihin daw meron tayong one real solution at yung solution na yon ay equal sa 0. And then, yung third natin, we have kung ang c daw ay less than 0, ibig sabihin those are the negative numbers. Ibig sabihin daw yung x squared equals c ay walang real solutions or roots. So, those are the three properties. So, let us apply it in solving. So, for the first example, we have x squared minus 9 equals 0. Sabi nga kanina, dapat yung ating constant, ililipat natin papunta sa kanan. So, we will have x squared. Inilipat mo ang negative 9 papunta sa kanan or i-transpose mo, that will become positive. So, x squared equals positive 9. Now, kilatisin, yung 9 ba is greater than 0, equal 0, o less than 0? Yes, so it is greater than 0. Kung greater than 0 siya, ibig sabihin positive number. Therefore, we will have two real solutions or roots. Following the format, it will become x equals, and then yung nakita nyo kanina na may positive, negative, and then square root tayo ng value ng c, at ang c natin dito, or yung constant, is 9. After po noon, we find the square root of 9, that will become x equals positive and negative. Square root of 9 is 3. Ma'am, bakit po kailangan ng positive negative lagi sa katabi ng 3? Ang proof po niyan is positive 3 times positive 3, ang sagot po ay 9. Negative 3 times negative 3, ang sagot po ay 9. Kaya dapat lagi po tayong may positive negative before the number if we are extracting them. Pwede nyo pong paghiwalayin ito. Isang x1, which is yung positive na value, that is positive 3. And then, yung isa pang value is x sub 2, yun ang negative 3. Para malaman kung tama ang mga isinolve natin na values ng x, ang tawag po sa x sub 1 at x sub 2 ay solutions or roots. Para kung malaman kung tama sila, gamitin natin itong original natin na equation. So, ang original nating equation ay x squared minus 9 equals 0. I-substitute natin yung positive 3 at negative 3, pero isa-isa lang. Positive 3 muna tayo, palitan lahat ng x sa equation ng positive 3. And then, copy. Squared minus 9 equals 0. Simplify. Ang 3 squared po ay ka-equivalent din sa 3 times 3, so that is 9. Minus 9 equals 0. And 9 minus 9 is 0. 0 equal to 0. Therefore, our first solution, which is yung positive 3 natin, ay tama. Sunod natin i-check yung negative 3. Isulat muna ulit natin yung original. X squared minus 9 equals 0. So, yung negative 3 naman ang ipalit natin dun sa value ng x. Negative 3 quantity squared minus 9 equals 0. Ang negative 3 squared, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, ay equal din sa positive 9. 9 minus 9, 0 din po ang sagot. And 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, our second value of x or our second solution, which is negative 3, is also correct. So, para dito sa equation na to, dalawa ang sagot, positive at saka negative 3. Pwedeng isulat mo siya as this one, o kaya naman paghiwalay mo isang x sub 1 at isang x sub 2. So that is for our example number 1. Okay? So ito, tama yung sagot natin. For example number 2, we have x squared equals 0. So makikita nyo na agad na wala tayong constant dyan. 0 na nga. So pag 0 siya, ibig sabihin, doon sa ating properties, ang nakalagay, meron lang tayong isang solution. At ang solution na yon ay di 0. For our third example, we have x squared plus 16 equals 0. So pag itatranspose po natin yung positive 16 papunta doon sa kanan, it will become negative. So magiging x squared equals negative 16. At pag naging negative number po ang ating constant, ibig sabihin, it has no real solutions or roots. Fourth example, last example po natin para sa extracting roots. So we have the quantity of x minus 3 quantity squared 16 equals 0. Kailangan mong tingnan yung x minus 3 as isang entity lamang para tayo ay makapag-extracting the roots. Una ulit na gagawin, i-transpose natin ang negative 16 punta sa kanan dahil siya ay constant. So, ang matitira sa kaliwa is x minus 3 quantity squared. And dahil lumipat na nga ang negative, magiging positive. Positive 16. After that, kilatisin mo, si positive 16 ba, ano doon sa properties? Greater than 0, equal to 0, o less than 0? Di ba greater than? Kung greater than siya, ibig sabihin, ang format na susundin is the quantity x minus 3 equals positive and then negative, then square root tayo nung c. At ang c natin ay 16. Huwag malilito ha, ang c ay constant, yung number lang. After po nun, we simplify, we write x minus 3 equals positive, negative. Square root po ng 16, 4. Pagkatapos po niyan, katulad lang din ng ginawa natin kanina, paghihiwalayin po natin itong positive, negative 4. So, it will become x minus 3, yung isa po ay equal sa positive 4, at yung isa naman ay x minus 3 equal siya sa negative 4. After po niyan, let's solve for the value of x. So, dapat x lang ang matitira sa kaliwa. So, let us name this one as x sub 1 equals 4, nandito pa rin sa kanan. Ma'am, saan po napunta yung negative 3? Ililipat po natin siya papunta dun sa kanan. Therefore, yung negative magiging positive 3. Next, yung x sub 1 natin, pagka ating isinimplify, 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7. So, that is our first value for x sub 1. So, x sub 2 naman. Pag x sub 2, nandun pa rin yung negative 4 doon sa kanan, and lipat ulit natin yung negative 3 papunta doon sa kanan, it will become positive 3. Negative 4 plus 3, that is negative 1. Therefore, x sub 2 equals negative 1. Now, we have the values 7 and negative 1. So, it is your choice kung gusto nyo siyang i-check dito sa ating original equation. Okay, so our answer is correct. We have 7 and negative 1. Let's proceed with our second method. So, pag hindi natin applyan or pag hindi siya kayang i-solve ng extracting lamang, dito na po papasok yung factoring na tinatawag. So, meron po tayong steps para makapag-factor. So, ang una, lagi dapat naka-standard form. Pangalawa, pwede na natin i-factor pag naka-standard na. Third, i-apply natin yung zero product property. Fourth, we have to solve each resulting equation. And then yung fifth po natin, kung necessary o kaya naman kung gusto nyo talaga, if possible, we can check. Now, let us apply those steps para dito sa ating examples. So, first example, we have x squared plus 5 equals negative 4. Again, the first step is to transform into standard form. Huwag mali ha, factoring na po tayo. X squared plus 5x, and then we transpose negative 4 papunta doon sa kaliwa para magkaroon tayo ng standard form. It will become plus 4, and then equals 0. Now na naka-standard form na, we must do the factoring. So pag nagfa-factor tayo, usually meron kayong makikita na parenthesis. Dahil ito po ang binomial, therefore ang factors po niya ay dalawang binomial. So yung dalawang binomial po is makukuha natin through this trinomial. So for the first terms of our binomial, that is the factors of x squared. So we have x and x. Since x times x, x squared. And then for our second term, dito po yan manggagaling sa ating last term. Ano po ba ang factors ng 4? We have 4 and 1. And then, we also have 2 and 2. So, kung makikita ninyo, meron tayong dalawang pagpipilian. Pero dapat, pag ito ay aking inilagay dito sa gitnang ito, sa second terms, dapat ang lalabas niya na middle term is 5x. So, alin ba dyan sa dalawang yan ang magre-result sa 5? Definitely, pag pinag-add ko tong 4, 1, agad 5 na yan. Itong 2 at 2, kahit pagbali-balintungin mo, hindi pa rin 5 ang lalabas. So, ang pipiliin ko is 4 and 1. And now, I'm going to decide ano ba ang ilalagay ko operation. Since ito po ay lahat ay plus, edi parehas silang positive. Another method of factoring. So, kung nagpa-factoring tayo, meron tayong tinatawag na X technique. At sa X technique, ang sa taas po, ilalagay natin ang factor or product ng A at C. So, ang A po natin dito sa equation ay 1, since yun yung numerical coefficient ng x squared. So, yun. And then, yung sa C po natin, yung constant, that is 4. So, 1 times 4, ang sagot po ay 4. So, ibig sabihin dito sa taas, meron yung 4. Para naman doon sa baba, that is the value of yun po ay 5. So, ilagay mo lang siya doon sa baba. And then, ang gagawin mo, itong nasa sa taas na ito dapat ay product. Itong nasa sa baba, ito dapat ay sum or difference. And then, hanap ka ng factors ng 4, wherein pag pinag-add or pinag-subtract mo, 5 dapat ang sagot. So, we have 4 and 1. And then, we decide for our operation. So, this is positive 4 plus positive 1, that is positive 5. So, ganun din po yun. Parang nagta-trial and error din. Mas maganda ito dahil naka-organize na siya. After po nun, we apply the third step, which is the zero product property. We equate each of these binomials to 0. So, we will have x plus 4 equals 0. And then the other one is x plus 1 equals 0. After applying zero product property, we find the value of x. So, x sub 1 equals. We transpose the constant to the right, it will become negative 4. Since positive siya sa kaliwa, pagdating sa kanan, it will become negative 4. Para naman dito sa x plus 1, it will become x sub 2 equals. Paglipat mo doon sa kanan, positive siya dito sa kaliwa, it will become negative 1. Now we have the values of x, which are negative 4 and negative 1. For the sake of this example, let us check kung tama yung naging sagot natin. Again, ang gagamitin sa checking is yung original natin na equation. So, ang original is x squared plus 5x equals negative 4. Una natin i-substitute si negative 4. So, lahat ng x dito, papalitan natin ng negative 4. Negative 4 quantity squared plus 5 times negative 4 equals negative 4. And ang ginagawa natin ay substitution or pagpapalit. Sunod natin gagawin is to simplify. Ang negative 4 squared po natin ay 16 or positive 16. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. And then copy equals negative 4. 16 minus 20 is negative 4. And negative 4 is equal negative 4. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-equal dun sa dulo, ako ang sagot natin na negative 4. Next naman, let us substitute negative 1 dun sa original nating equation. Para hindi malito, you can rewrite again our original equation. X squared plus 5x equals negative 4 para may pattern po kayo ng pagsasubstitute. Unang i-substitute, negative 1 and then squared. copy plus 5, palitan si x ng negative 1, and then equals negative 4. Simplify, ang negative 1 squared, that is positive 1. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And then copy equals negative 4. After nun, 1 minus 5, that is negative 4. And negative 4 is equal to negative 4. So, ibig sabihin, tama din po yung ating sunod na value ng x, which is negative 1. So, for this equation, we have two solutions, negative 4 and negative 1. So, as you can see, we have arrived on the correct answer. The solutions are negative 1 and negative 4. Next example for factoring. So, we have 9x squared minus 4 equals 0. As you can notice on our given text, ito po ay pwede nating i-factor as sum and product of two same terms. So, ano po ang square root or factors ng 9x squared is 3x and 3x. And then factors po ng negative 4 or 4, we have 2. And since ito po ay papatak doon sa sum and difference on special products, ito po ay isa ay plus, ang isa po ay minus. Please review your lessons on grade 8 mathematics on sum and difference of two terms or two brackets. After po noon, we apply zero product property. We will have 3x plus 2 equals 0. And then the other set po ay 3x minus 2 equals 0. Pinaghiwalay lang natin itong dalawang binomials. Sunod po natin gagawin is to transpose yung constant papunta doon sa kanan. 3x equals positive 2, lipat mo sa kanan, it will become negative 2. And then for us to find the value of x, kailangan ma-eliminate natin yung numerical coefficient niya. At para ma-eliminate, we divide both sides sa kung ano yung katabi ng x. Ang katabi, 3 or positive 3. And then, meron tayong tinatawag na cancellation. So, ano ba ang ugat nitong cancellation na to? 3 divided by 3 is 1 and 1 times x is x. So, ibig sabihin, pwede mo siyang i-cancel out na ang tira lang ay x. And then, equals. And then, itong isa, since hindi nasak ang lalabas na sagot, pag dinivide mo ito, you just copy negative 2 over 3. So, that is our first value of x or x sub 1. Next po natin is for x2. Dito naman tayo sa kabila. We have 3x and then translating negative 2 papunta dun sa kanan, it will become positive. So, this is 3x equals positive 2. After po nun, we divide both sides dun sa katabi ng x, which is 3. Para siya dun, we canceled out. And then, this is x sub 2 equals positive 2 over 3. Now, we have two values of x. So, ang isa ay negative 2 over 3, ang isa naman ay positive 2 over 3. Ma'am, pwede po gamitan yan ng extracting square root since parang kaparehas po ng format kasi pwede po itong sabihin na x equals positive negative 2/3. Kasi parehas po ang number, 2/3 parehas, ang magkaiba po ay symbol. Yung isa ay negative, yung isa ay positive. Pwede po itong applyan ng extracting square roots. So, let's see kung parehas ang lalabas kung extracting square roots ang gagamitin natin. Following our original equation, we have 9x squared minus 4 equals 0. So, pag mag-extracting tayo, magiging 9x squared. Lipat natin si constant papunta doon sa kanan, it will become positive. And then, we divide both sides by the number na katabi ng x squared para maging 1 ang numerical coefficient niya. So, 9 divided by 9 is 1 times x squared, that is x squared. And then, we just copy 4 over 9. After po nyan, since ang 4 over 9 po is greater than 0, this will be our format, x equals positive and negative square root of 4 over 9. After po nyan, square root po natin yung fraction na 4 over 9. So, pag nag-square root po tayo nun, square root mo muna yung numerator. So, square root ng 4 is 2. And then, square root mo yung denominator, square root ng 9 is 3. Kaya, ang magiging sagot ay x equals positive, negative, 2 over 3. So, pag pinaghiwalay natin, ang isa ay x sub 1, which is positive 2/3. At ang isa naman po ay x sub 2, which is negative 2/3. So, as you can see on our solutions, parehas lang po ang magiging so, ang gagamitin ko ay factoring o extracting square roots. So, para lamang dito sa given na ito. So, depende sa inyo kung saan kayo nadadalian. This is just to present to you yung mga methods na pwede natin gamitin in solving quadratic equations. So, this is detailed in good format. So, our answer is correct. We have negative 2/3 and positive 2/3. Third po natin na method is completing the square. So, for completing the square, ito po yung ating format na sinusunod. We have the quantity of x minus h quantity squared equals k. Wherein k po natin is the constant and k must be greater than or equal to 0. So, meron din po tayong mga para sa completing the square. So, again, not necessarily kailangan nating sauluhin lahat itong steps. Basta ang mahalaga po is alam ninyo kung ano yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Alright, for the first, we have to divide both sides of the equation by a, then simplify. Kung ang a daw ay equal sa 1, wala na, hindi na natin kailangang i-divide pa siya. And then for number 2, we have to write the equation such that yung mga terms na may variables nandito sa kaliwa and then yung terms na number lang or constant terms nandito sa kanan. For the third, we have to add square of 1/2 of the coefficient of x on both sides of the resulting equation. Mamaya, ipakikita ko kung paano yung ginagawa. For the fourth, we have to express the perfect square trinomial on the left side of the equation as square of a binomial. So, galing yun doon sa number 3. And then for the fifth one and sixth one, we have to solve the resulting equations. And then for the seventh, if necessary o kung gusto ninyo, you can check the solutions obtained against the original equation. Let's have our first example. So we have 2x squared plus 8x minus 10 equals 0. So kung ang i-apply natin dito is completing the square, ang unang natin gagawin ay i-divide natin siya sa value ng a, since ang a natin dito ay 2 at hindi 1. So we just copy 2x squared plus 8x minus 10 equals 0, and then we divide both sides of the equation by the value of a, which is 2. At pag dinivide ko siya sa 2, kada term dapat i-divide ko din sa 2. 2x squared, divide ko sa 2, ang sagot, x squared. Siyempre, pwede i-cancel out yung 2. And then 8x, i-divide ko din sa 2, ang sagot ko ay 4x. And then yung last, negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. And then, not necessarily, kasi 0 divided by 2 naman, di 0 din ang sagot doon. After that we have this kind of equation in standard form, we can now apply completing the square. Pero kung mas nadadalian kayo, pag ito ay i-factoring ninyo, pwede ring factoring na lang ang gamitin. So following completing the square, this is the example. So we will have x squared plus 4x, and then plus, and then you leave a blank. And then equals, ililipat po natin yung negative 5 papunta doon sa kanan, since ang sabi kanina, dapat magkahiwalay ang ating may mga variables doon sa ating numbers or constant term lamang. So kung nilipat po natin itong negative 5 papunta doon sa kanan, it will become positive 5. And then you write plus and then blank. After po nun, i-perform na po yung ating third step. So, yung sinasabi kanina, we divide the value of b by 2. So, ito po yun. Dito ko ilalagay sa gilid. I-divide natin siya sa 2 and then i-square natin. 4 divided by 2 is 2 and then 2 squared, that is 4. And then, after po niyan, kung anong ini-add mo dito sa kaliwa, i-add mo din po siya doon sa kanan. Now that we have this kind, dahil ito ay perfect square trinomial, itong x squared plus 4x plus 4, ito na po yung sinasabi kanina na pwede natin siyang i-express as a square of binomial. Ang square po ng binomial, we have two terms, binomial nga and then we have squared. Para dun sa first term natin ng binomial, we have the factors of x or the square root of x, x squared. So that is x. And then for the square root of 4 naman, para dito sa pangalawang term, that is 2. And then, ang magde-decide kung anong operation na nandito sa gitna is itong our second example, completing the square. We have x squared plus 3x minus c equals 0. So, kung makikita ninyo, ang ating value ng ito is 1. So, ibig sabihin, diretso na po tayo sa completing the square. At pag nagdiretso po tayo sa completing the square, hindi na po natin ilipat yung may mga numbers na may variables doon sa kaliwa kung nandoon na sila mismo, that's good. And then, yun namang constant or yung number lang, pwede na po natin ilipat papunta sa kanan. So, it will become x squared plus x. And then we transpose negative 8 to the right side of the equation, it will become positive 18. And then for the next step, we do the completing square x squared plus 3x, and then we write plus and then a blank equals 18, and then plus and then a blank also. Kung anong ini-add natin dito sa kaliwa, yun ang i-add natin dito sa kanan. For the next step, kuhanin ng b, that is 3, and then we divide it by 2, and then get its square. Since ang 3 divided by 2, hindi po magre-result into a whole number, magpa-fraction po ang sagot, we do not have to divide this anymore. So, ang gagawin na lang po natin is to square the numerator and square the denominator to find its square. 3 squared, that is 9. And then for the 2 squared, we have 4. So, this will be plus 9 over 4. And then the other one, we will also have 9 over 4. After that, since it is now perfect square trinomial, we will have our square of binomial. For the square of binomial, for the first term, we will have a square root of x squared, and that is x. And for the square root of over 4, that is 3 over 2. And then for our symbol, we get this symbol, which is plus, or addition symbol, equals. To add a whole number and a fraction, dito na po tayo sa kanan ng equation, we have to find the LCD. So, yung 8 po, automatically, ang kanyang denominator is 1 since it is a whole number. To find the LCD, meron tayong 1 at 4, or ang LCD natin is 4. After po nun, we divide 4 by 1. 4 divided by 1, that is 4. And times 18, that is 72. For that, 4 divided by 4 is 1. And then 1 times 9 is 9. 72 plus 9. Now, we simplify it further. We will have x plus 3 over 2 or 3 halves quantity squared is equal to 72 plus 9, that is 81. And then just copy the denominator 4. After that, we proceed with extracting square roots. And for us to extract, we notice that 81 over 4 is a constant greater than 0. Therefore, our format will be x plus 3 over 2 is equal to positive negative square root of our constant, which is 81 over 4. And let's simplify it further. It will become x plus 3 over 2 equals positive and then negative. For the square root of the numerator, that is 9. Since square root of 81 is equal to 9. And then for the square root of the denominator, square root of 4, that is equal to 2. Now we separate. We will have x plus 3 over 2 equals positive 9 over 2. And then the other set, we will have x plus 3 over 2 equals negative 9 over 2. After that, we simplify to find the first value of x, which is x sub 1. And then we have 9 over 2 on the right side of the equal symbol, and then we transpose positive 3 over 2 to the right. It will become negative 3 over 2. And when we simplify or we subtract similar fractions, we subtract only the numerator. So 9 minus 3, that is 6. So x sub 1 is equal to 6, and then just copy the similar denominator, which is 2. Then when we divide 6 divided by 2, our answer will be 3. So that is for our first value of x. For the second value of x sub 2 is equal to negative 9 over 2, and then transpose positive 3 over 2 to the right, and that will become negative 3 over 2. After that, Negative 9 minus 3, that is negative 12. And negative 12 divided by 2 is equal to negative 6. Now we have the values of x, which are positive 3 and negative 6. Okay, when the three methods are not appropriate for us to solve quadratic equations, this comes the time when we apply quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is stated as x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So ito na po yung pagkakataon kung kailan magagamit natin yung values ng a, b, and c. Let's have an example. So, kailangan nating i-transform ito sa standard form for us to identify the correct values of a, b, and c. So, this becomes 2x squared plus 3x, and then we transpose positive 27 to the left, is minus 27 equals 0. Now, we identify the values of a, b, and c. A is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to negative 27. Hope you can follow for the findings of a, b, and c. After that, we substitute it on our quadratic formula. Again, the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now we substitute the values. X equals negative, and then b is 3, negative 3, plus or minus the square root of, ang b squared po natin is 3, that is 3 squared, minus 4 times ang a ay 2, and then c is negative 27. Again, we are just substituting the values of a, b, and c. And then do not forget over 2 times the value of a, which is 2. Now that we have substituted the values, we simplify. We will have x equals negative 3 plus or minus the square root of, so 3 squared is 9. And then we multiply negative 4 times 2 times negative 27, that is positive 260. And then we do not forget 2 times 2 is our denominator. After that, we simplify further. X equals negative 3 plus or minus 916 is 225. We write the radical symbol. And then, we multiply 2 times 2, that is 4. So, x equals negative 3, and then, for square root for 225 is 15. And then, over 4. Now, we can separate our equations. So, we will have x sub 1 equals negative 3 plus 15 over 4. Negative 3 plus 15, that is positive 12. Divided by 4, it is 3. So, for the first value of x, we have 3. For the second value, we will have x sub 2 equals negative 3 minus 15 divided by 4. Negative 3 minus 15, that is equal to negative 18 over 4. And negative 18 over 4 can still be simplified in lowest terms as negative 9 over 2. So that is for our example on quadratic formula. Hope you learned something today from this video. Thank you. God bless. Have a nice day.